meantime, the feds have been busy working to quash what they say is cartel-linked gun trafficking. Officials seizing this cache of weapons, grenades, and ammunition. And as the cartel concerns mount, Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum now rejecting a plan from President Trump to send American troops into her country. NewsNation's Mills Hayes tracking this, the divide between these two presidents across the southern border. Mills.
Hi, Natasha. Well, drug trafficking, it is a decades-long blame game between both the sides of the southern border. The U.S. arguing that Mexico allows substances like fentanyl from cartels to get through to the states, but Mexico claims that the U.S. is also at fault for fueling exchanges with guns and cash coming from the American side. And now, President Trump's latest proposal to tackle the problem, not sitting well with Mexico. At the height of the drug crisis in 2023, 111,000 Americans were dying due to overdoses per year.
When you take certain drugs, the drug fentanyl, et cetera, it destroys your skin, it destroys your teeth, it destroys your brain, it destroys everything.
CDC data shows overdose deaths have declined by about 28% since then, to about 80,000 deaths per year. But for President Trump, it's not enough. He wants President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico to allow American troops to address the cartels sent across the border into her country.
The territory cannot be violated. Sovereignty cannot be sold. Sovereignty is cherished and defended.
Sheinbaum has already allowed the U.S. to ramp up drone flights over Mexico in search of cartel fentanyl labs, but is drawing a line at boots on the ground.
We can collaborate, we can work together, but you on your territory, we on ours. We can share information, but we will never accept the presence of the U.S. Army in our territory.
This rejection coming after serious allegations from President Trump's nominee to lead the Drug Enforcement Administration, claiming cartels control the Mexican government.
What percentage of the country of Mexico would you say is dominantly governed by cartels?
Well, I would say a majority. I left DEA in 2019 from Mexico City and saw the dominance that the cartels had at that time. CJNG controlled 24 of the states in Mexico.
White House National Security Council spokesman James Hewitt said late Saturday, quote, "The president has been crystal clear that Mexico must do more to combat these gangs and cartels, and the U.S. stands ready to assist and expand close cooperation between our two countries," end quote. Now, the administration says that President Trump is closely working with Mexico's president to achieve the most secure southwest border in history, Natasha.
Okay, Mills Hayes with that live report tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.